All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And in this video, we're gonna be testing out the line lock as well as the launch control in my 2024 Mustang GT, man. Now, I've actually never been able to properly get it to work, but we're gonna see if we can go ahead and get that done in this video. If you guys enjoy the content on the channel, feel free, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications to stay up to date. Just released a video talking about the new power adder going on the Shelby GT350, and now we're gonna go ahead and have some fun in the S650. So, from my understanding, we go to track apps, and then we have obviously launch control. We can't do line lock because, well, the car's not really set up for line lock. We're not even in a spot that we can utilize line lock. But a launch control, okay, and then launch settings, so you can essentially set the RPM that we're gonna hold it at and then take off. So we'll see exactly how that works when we get to a spot, because I'm really curious to see how the launch control and the line lock works. Hopefully this spot I'm about to go to in Mexico is not crowded. I'm gonna do like a test pass through to make sure we good, but ooh, it's looking like there's a lot of traffic out today, y'all. I mean, it isn't like early in the morning, but it isn't rush hour yet, so I think we should be good to go. As long as there's not people coming in and out like crazy, we should be able to get like a couple hits and get out of there. Now, the car is actually not on the E30 blend. I don't put it on the E30 blend during the week because there's no point. I'm not really going out and doing anything during the week, so I have it on the regular 93 octane. So this is gonna be like the slowest the car is gonna be, but it is what it is. Let's put this car in drag mode though, for sure. Okay, so let me actually go to track apps. I wonder if I park the car, will it actually show up? Right now, launch control is off. Let me go to track mode and see what this does. It's off too. Can you do it in all the modes? I suspect you can do it in all the modes. Yep. And it's actually insane, like the different, you could probably hear the different throttle like sensitivity, like just cruising, like drag versus track and then going to sport. Like, it's noticeable. The sensitivity is way better in sport as well as drag mode. I'm gonna do it again. Like, you're gonna see, like, I really see, but you're gonna be able to hear the difference. Oh yeah. Z06 is clean. That's why I always recommend to be in drag mode when you're trying to have some fun in a manual S650. It's definitely the way to go. Okay, so since we're at a light, let me see, it didn't hold it. All right, so I'm gonna do a little test hit. Hopefully there's some space. was able to get around that guy. I wonder if the tires are gonna chirp on like 93. Backfires a lot more on 93 octane as well. I've noticed that. It backfires a lot more. I'll do like a 50. And make sure this is good. Alright, here we go. Yeah. It chirped it a little bit, but it's not as pronounced. You can kind of tell, and I can tell very clearly when the car is on 93 versus E30. Man, just driving on this car on E30 for quite a while and then going back to 93, you can really tell the difference. I mean, in the seat, and you could probably tell like in video, the car is a lot more responsive on E30. I don't know, it feels like for me personally when I'm driving it, for those of you who have S650s that have, you know, tried the E30 blend and then went back to 93, you know, just regular driving, commuting, the car feels like way more responsive of E30. It almost feels like there's like a delay. Like I honestly like feel like there's like a delay. Like when I, you know, step on it, it almost feels like there's a delay. I think that truck just curbed. But it literally feels like there's a delay, like when I put my foot down. I'm gonna do another one. We'll hit it from 60 this time. Yeah, like, it's noticeably slower. It is noticeably slower on just straight 93. But that's obvious. Dang, bro, it's like a completely different car. People think I'm tripping when I'm saying, it's a different car on E30, guys. I'm telling you, like, this car stock on 93 versus E30 is a completely different car. It's not even comparable.
A few moments later.
Oh, we got a Trackhawk right here. Damn, I wish I was in the Shelby GT50 right now. Hey, we got a Trackhawk right here, bro. What the heck? This is actually kind of sick. I ain't gonna lie. I like the forged carbon on here. Oh shit, it's on welds too. Dude, that thing is clean as hell. All right, let's go ahead and test out the launch control. It's not really holding it, but we'll just launch it. Oh my God. Yeah, that was a little too, aggressive, bro. Hey, all you heard was, that was a little too aggressive. Holy cow. Hell no, with these tires, that is a bad idea. I completely forgot what tires I was on. That was not a good idea. I'll probably have to launch it at like, honestly, like 1500 or something. We're gonna launch it at like 1500. Bogged at 15, but you know, it is what it is. It's gonna do that. All right, so my GoPro overheated and I never could get the launch control to work. Like, I don't really know what's going on. Let me know down in the comment section if I'm doing something wrong, because it never actually like holds the RPM where I actually want it to be held at. I tried it at 3000. That was too much sauce for the car on the tires it has right now. Tried 1500, you know, it launched, but it kind of bogged, but that's, you know, understandable because 1500 is kind of a low RPM to do a launch. And these tires, they're like completely done. These tires have 10,000 miles on them. They're the same tires I got when I first bought the car, that were on the car. So they're completely done. So I kind of don't want to do the line lock because I still need to commute on these tires right now. So it would be pretty stupid to just completely destroy these tires. And you know, I'm not trying to go ahead and replace the tires on these specific wheels. And I am currently on the hunt for a drag pack. Facebook has some good deals, but still trying to see exactly. I thought that was a cop right there. I was like, oh shit. Still trying to see exactly, you know, what I can get my hands on before I buy new. Whew. This car is fun as hell to drive though, dude. It really is fun as hell to drive. It really is. I need to drive a manual Whipple S650. That's what I need to drive, because then that will go ahead and, you know, solidify my decision. I already, you know, full send Whipple this car, but it would be nice to drive one, or at least ride in one. I'm gonna try to go ahead and make that happen very, very shortly, because I think that would be pretty sick if I can like at least drive or ride in one. That'd be sick. Like just a straight up similar setup, 3.5. What is this truck doing? 3.5 or even the 375 pulley. I think that'd be dope. All right, back at the casa. Rush hour traffic just hit, so decided just to play it safe and head home. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Just want to go ahead and mess around in the S650. I will keep you guys up to date on the progress of the ESS G3R kit on the Shelby GT350. We're just waiting for a number of parts that have to be either replaced or swapped due to the bolt getting stuck in the timing cover, or, you know, having to go ahead and convert back to a 6-rib setup, because the car technically now, well, not technically, it is on an 8-rib, and we're not going to be running an 8-rib setup going forward for the foreseeable future. So if y'all are interested in the build, feel free, drop a like in the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe out there, y'all. Deuces.